welcome to MGP400. I'm Kevin, with me as ever, there's Sheepdog, Anna and Pab. Say hello, boys and girls.
Hello.
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 It's the 400th episode, the one directly after episode 399. That's how this works, isn't it? There wasn't any nonsense that was released in between to ruin everybody's fun.
Well, I mean, my fun was slightly ruined when Pab told me pre-show that he didn't get any of the jokes I cracked at the start of last week's podcast and just laughed along because he just thought, okay, it's easier than actually questioning
I
it.
hate to break the illusion, I don't get most of your jokes. I just kind of laugh politely.
Sheepdog makes jokes. When did that
I'm a
start?
complicated man, Pab. No one understands me but my woman.
I thought... Goodness me. Oh, my word. Can we start again? I can't live in this world. This is ridiculous.
I don't even know what that means.
No, I
That's
don't.
good. People will.
This is the
will
point
know.
I was trying to make. I don't think he is doing jokes.
Bouncy
I think he's
knew.
just
Bouncy would
talking
get my
absoluteness.
jokes.
Bouncy's insane.
I've been tweeting Bouncy this week, and I thought, I mean, yeah, for right or for wrong, that man is on a similar wavelength to me.
Yeah, you're both insane.
Well, I always assumed Pab was that little bit broken, and now I feel terrible.
No, I'm just Northern.
Right,
What?
talking of
Pab,
the North, this is important because obviously this
Yes,
is...
sir.
Well, it's not obvious to everybody else, but it's obvious to us that this is the first podcast that has been recorded from mine and Anna's shiny new house.
Okay.
Which means we're potentially facing different directions than what we were facing previously.
Oh, no.
So we might need you two to just shuffle your directions around a little bit. I'm just having a look to check which way I'm facing.
Yeah, I'm loading the compass app as we speak.
Yeah,
Don't think I have a
it's all
compass app.
about the compass app. So I am facing north.
Oh, I'm reinstalling compass.
Yeah. I'm facing north. Anna is, if I'm north, she's probably facing east, I think.
No,
'cause she...
it's like a bit off of southwest.
Oh, okay, you're not
211
facing the way I thought
southwest.
you were. Okay.
I don't know why, because I'm facing the same way you are. You got your
Let me
phone
just check.
on.
Let me just check my compasses. I'm also facing southwest. I don't know how it said north the first time. So me and Anna are both facing
believe I'm
southwest.
still
This is
holding a compass.
right. I'm gonna rotate. I mean, if I talk straight into my microphone like this, I'm facing directly west. So if I'm practicing correct microphone etiquette, I'm facing west. So I've got west covered. Anna's got
I'm
south
looking east
covered.
this time.
I'm already
Right, Pab,
east.
you need to
I'm
look
east.
north. Well, you need to settle this between the two of you. As long-time listeners will know, and let's face it, by episode 400, everyone's a long-time listener. There's no one checking this out new.
Okay, so this is me facing north.
That's much better. Sounds amazing.
That's what I mean. I'm all
Hey, Pab,
over here.
you're allowed to take the microphone with
I
you
know,
if you want. You didn't have to leave it all on your desk.
Yeah, I haven't got an option. Sheepdog has.
I have not. This desk is set in stone.
Goodness
Pab,
me.
all I'm thinking now is all those nights we spent together in hotel rooms,
Sorry?
all those jokes I cracked, and you probably didn't think any of them were
I was
jokes.
planning to be asleep.
It's outrageous. Outrageous.
Yeah, I know.
Our whole friendship has been a lie.
As far as Pab's concerned, you're business associates.
Yeah, work colleague.
Yeah, exactly. Your colleagues, not friends. What is this? So it must be nearly a month since me and Anna were last on a podcast. It must have been one of the hardest months of you two's lives, not having me and Anna there to chat to on every Friday evening. But we're back now. Don't worry. And this goes for the listeners as well. We're back now. We're all moved in, settled into our new house. All of our
We're
gear
not
is set
settled,
up.
are we?
I'm very settled.
There's boxes everywhere.
Yeah, not in here. I'm sat in my office, which is box free.
I'm pretty sure I've still
Because
got
you put all
boxes
the
from my
boxes in the
move.
storage area that I need.
Yeah, I mean that feels like a land grab, Anna. There's a cupboard under the stairs, and I just got in there first. That's where all my comics and pop vinyls and various other toys live.
Sell them like I sold all my stuff.
I knew there was a cupboard under the stairs.
I'm pretty sure I've spoken to Anna more since you've moved than any time before you moved.
That's where she's been.
And I mean, I've watched more of your videos, to be fair, so maybe I'm missing you a little bit.
Which is weird because I've not released any hardly. I've released like 3 videos in the last 3 weeks. You going through
Yeah,
your
well,
back catalogue?
normally it pops up on my damn phone and I think, that idiot again. Is he ever off the air? And now I'm like, oh, a video from Kev, I might watch that.
See, now that is interesting, because when I went on my last YouTube course, that they basically gave us a lecture on telling us not to be daily for exactly that. Don't be daily, leave them wanting more. So I've left Sheepdog wanting more over the last month.
Oh, yes.
So he's gone hunting his Kev action all over the internet. Lucky Sheepdog.
It's helping you shield that app. Do you know what?
What app might that be, Sheepdog? Are you talking about Raid Shadow Legends, which isn't sponsoring this podcast, but it has this week sponsored both my stream and my YouTube channel, and Pab's probably going to put the link in the description, so if anyone wants to download Raid Shadow Legends and help support good old Kev and Anna as we pay off the credit card bill we've run up by having to replace a smash telly and various other things, you can do it by downloading that app. You just have to download it, play the tutorial, which takes 3 to 5 minutes, and then it all goes to pay off our credit card, Sheepdog. I don't like having a credit card.
You could have saved that for later. I had a different tangent to go on relating to whatever it's called, Raid Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends. Did you know you can download that? It's in the description. What are you going on about?
So,
because I'm playing it now, by the way, because it's great.
Watching your video on it has made my Facebook tell me about everybody else's videos on it, which is a little bit frustrating, but it's quite funny seeing how you tried to sell the game and get your targets set and all of this. Well, you were very transparent about it. I need X amount of people to download it. I need X amount of people to spend in game and all of this. Whereas Facebook thinks that I might want to watch this this woman in her bra with massive boobs just dancing to music and doing peace signs and just going, yeah, while it just says download the game next to it. She's not playing it. She's not talking about it. She's just singing along to the lyrics of the song. And everyone in the chat is like, this is the worst shill I've ever seen.
Oh, so it's not working. So I was going to recruit Anna for tomorrow night's stream.
But this is it. I don't know.
If it was working.
I don't know whether it will let me find her again. Because
Anna, we need to get you a bikini.
But if you can find out if she's their best reference, if she's got their most downloads, then yeah, that's the angle. But everyone seemed really annoyed at her, and it was quite funny just thinking that you were just like, I need you to get it for these reasons. Go and sort it, and everyone was like, yes, Kevin, I will.
Whereas it was weird that they all started calling me Kevin as soon as I started getting down to business.
But Facebook tried to propose another 3 people doing the exact same thing as that girl on my thing. I think they just obviously thought he's a man in his 30s who likes games. He definitely wants to watch women in bras dance around trying to make apps sell. But that's what you've done. You've ruined my algorithm now.
Well, 2 lessons for this, Sheepdog. Lesson number 1 is make sure you have downloaded Raid Shadow Legends from my link that's in the description below. But also, stop using Facebook, you weirdo. You're a 50-year-old man. What business have you got on Facebook? Okay, you're a 50-year-old man. Are you on there to speak to your grandkids?
It's where I meet all my nemesises and
just
have
stop
battles
using
with
it.
locals.
I haven't used Facebook this year, and I'm not missing it at all. But when I went cold turkey on social media in January, I just never bothered putting Facebook back on my phone, and I do not miss it.
You responded to something on Facebook the other day. I saw you.
I really didn't.
Somebody acted as you.
That might be one of my admins pretending to be me.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be an admin then.
Yeah, I certainly haven't. I haven't logged into Facebook in 2020. I think probably when I log into Facebook, COVID's cured. I think that's all that's keeping it going. It's the world punishing me for not keeping Zuckerberg in Kev clicks. That man's always out to get me. Killed so many people to get me back onto Facebook, a monster. How dare you, Zuckerberg?
I find it actually slightly mind-blowing that you've definitely, you've been active on there. I didn't realise you had admins on your... I knew you had them tidying your Twitter and stuff like that, but I didn't know...
I have people
all those secrets I've been sharing, those
place.
heart-to-heart moments.
Yeah, if you DM me on there, I'll reply, but it isn't me.
Might start asking them weird questions now.
Yeah. If that's your penis that keeps getting sent to me, Sheepdog, stop it.
Oh, my God.
So, how have we all been during your several weeks without Kev and Anna in your lives?
Did we not just go through that?
No, I talked about myself for 10 minutes. Which, if that's all people want to know, I'm happy. I'll talk about myself for 10 more minutes.
You know, right?
Okay, so I was born in 1982 in a little town called Peterborough that I no longer live in.
Okay.
82, really?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been has it really been 3 weeks? Has it been?
Yeah,
It's gone quick.
3 weeks.
I feel like I've left the house twice, maybe 4 times, and that was probably to do Pokemon stuff. It's been a weird month. What month are we even in? It's mid-November, right?
Well, me and Anna had an argument earlier because I was convinced it was May.
Oh,
I was because we got the new car yesterday, and I wanted to fix the calendar because it was doing it the American way because it said it was 0511, and I was like, I don't want it to have the month first. We need to fix it. It's not May. It's November apparently, which I don't remember May happening, so I don't see how it can be November.
But again, that's wrong because it's the 6th today.
Well, it must have been yesterday that we had that conversation.
Days don't matter anymore.
Unless the date is completely wrong as well.
I think the date is wrong in the car. I think the car just needs
It's the firmware update.
Day and time.
Yeah, well, it gets a firmware update every time I start the engine, Pab. I'm not in a caveman car anymore.
It's nice.
First thing it does is
nice
updates the
pictures I
firmware.
saw that you sent.
It's a very nice
Yeah.
motor.
Pretty posh.
Yeah, I mean, I know nothing about it other than the fact it's
a sporty
got
version.
heated buttocks, heated steering wheel.
Oh, that feels
and
nice, by the way.
Yeah.
like
Having
6 cup holders.
seats.
And finally, me and Anna have got independent climate control,
Okay.
so I can finally drive with a cool breeze on my face without getting shouted at. So
You
that's
probably
all I
find,
need from
though,
a
that-
car.
She'll start complaining that it's touching the edge of her wrist on her right arm or something. That's what my wife does. Like, I can feel a cold breeze on my shoulder. And I'm like, well, sit further to the left then. Like, I'm a big man. You're lucky I'm not melting on the heat you're trying to throw over there. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. She wants to not even feel the breeze on her. But I have them all pointing at me as cold as possible, basically.
Yeah, that's how normal people are, I think.
It's the only way I'm not car sick, basically. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the cure.
Stop copying Kev, you monster.
I own the niche of being sick on everything.
Whoa. I'm the car sick guy. You've got sick everywhere else. This has been long established. Do you not remember Birmingham when I filled my stein up with vomit? Which, by the way, is on the windowsill of our new house.
Nice.
Vomit.
Not the vomit, just the stein. I don't know why we've kept it. I think when we were packing, I said to Anna, we could keep this and put flowers in it. We haven't. It's just on the windowsill.
We haven't been anywhere to buy flowers, Kevin. It's lockdown.
I know. Well, I am planning on getting you your congratulations on your new job flowers, but
Yeah, nothing. I get nothing. When I had a
Don't-
baby, I got nothing. Well, I get
hold
a
on,
new
I
job
wasn't. I
and
didn't know
nothing.
you when you had a baby.
No, but still, you
I was
going to
say, hang on, how long's this been? Don't order
I
off
suppose-
the internet. I did
You
that. for
didn't get me a
Mrs.
present
Sheepdog.
when I changed jobs. I've changed jobs 3 times since we've been together, and I never got a present off you.
Do you want? It doesn't matter.
Well, It feels like that's establishing what happens when people get new jobs.
I said, well done. You didn't even say that. You just went, see
Well
you, have a nice
done.
day.
Well, I'd already said well done when you got the job.
While we're on the topic of things that make me sick, and if for listeners that are keeping a list out there, I've just remembered. Well, I've just figured out why there's a towel on my desk and my laptop sat on the towel. My wife's had to put a towel on our desk because her typing on her keyboard makes me feel sick downstairs because I can hear it through the ceiling. And it's
What is
just
wrong
that.
with you?
Yes, I had that
And-
today. I had a phone call, and the man on the end was. It was driving me insane. I wanted to hang up. It was doing my head in. Yeah.
I didn't realise this is what she'd done to cure it, though. I just thought I just lazily put my laptop on top of the washing. I thought it shouldn't be there. This is where my laptop goes. But
I would like to use both of you two as proof that Kev's a wonderful man then, because I got some abuse in my Office Store video that I put on YouTube the other day about call yourself a gamer, you've not got a mechanical keyboard. And I leapt straight back and said, the
I'd
reason
throw it
I've not got
away.
a mechanical keyboard, you twazzock. I didn't call him a twazzock, but I should have done. The reason I've not got a mechanical keyboard, you twazzock, is because my keyboard is directly below my microphone. If I had a mechanical keyboard, all you'd hear is clatter, 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 clatter. So I got a little quiet touch keyboard that you can't hear me touching because I'm a considerate content
Yeah,
creator.
so what you do is stuff like this.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just annoying.
Yeah. Yep.
well, that's not too bad. It's the do that I was getting from my wife. That was the problem. I said to her, "Are you punching that keyboard?"
Is you sure she wasn't playing whack-a-mole?
She was just typing an essay out of something, and it was the grinding sound. It was killing me, and I just had to lay down. And then the sun got in my eyes, and it made me sick for like 4 hours.
How do you get through the day?
I don't know. With the curtains shut this week, she came in. Why the curtains shut? Well, the sun moved into my line of sight, and I just felt sick, and I had to lay down for a bit. And,
What?
it's mental. I don't know. I just get sick, Pab.
Sounds like it.
Weirdos.
Should we move on to games at some point?
Yeah, that thus concludes the episode 400 special. That was the something special we did for episode 400. We talked nonsense for 15 minutes rather than 10. You're welcome, everybody.
On that note, yeah, everything I tried to do completely failed in some way or another.
Over the last 30 years.
Sorry?
Nothing, I'm just adding to your sentence.
All of the podcast hosting places that we host on ignored me or just told me they'd get back to me and didn't. Any ideas I had...
Call them out.
People
Call them out individually.
Yeah.
Spotify, you're rubbish.
They know.
Get out of town, Spotify.
I mean, Google said we aren't a podcast platform. We're just a search engine that aggregates podcasts. And I was like, God,
What did Asda say?
Ridiculous. Who?
Asda. If you're just picking random places that don't do podcasts. Yeah.
But the thing
What did
is,
the guy at the petrol station say when
I
you
pressed a
asked him to
button on
promote your
Spreaker
podcast?
that put us out on Google, apparently. It was like, press
Interesting.
here to be on Google, so I did, and then filled out a form. But no, we don't hold podcasts. Well, what did I click then, Google? What did I
Maybe
click?
that was just putting us into their search engine so that you get like clickbacks and stuff. SEO and whatnot.
Apple told me to get what we got in episode 100. I'd now have to fill out a load of forms and appeal and talk to someone, and I did all that, and they didn't get back to me.
Steve Jobs has changed, hasn't he? He used to be such a nice guy.
Oh, Steve Jobs. I thought he said Sheepdog has changed. I was like, why have I changed? And I was never nice. No, yeah, Steve Jobs. I mean, that's probably it. He's let everything go to his head. 6 years ago, he was a much nicer man.
He was a lovely man 6 years ago.
Yeah. But that was literally, I went, can we have a big banner because it's our 100th episode? And they went, yeah, whatever you want. And I just sent them a picture, and then we were like the middle of iTunes, and it's just a big deal.
It's a different world
this time
now.
they were like, you got to go through all of these things, and we've got.
You say you had to fill in a form. Did you fill in the form, Sheepdog?
I did. I went through all the hoops that they wanted, and I guess they just laughed and thought, you only get 4 billion listens a week. We have people who get 10 billion.
Monsters.
You only wear diamond shoes.
So yeah, this is your episode 400 special. And quite frankly, you're lucky you're getting this. We're recording it late. We're all tired. And we haven't figured out a new recording schedule for our new look lives. So be grateful for what you got. If there's any moaning, direct it at Sheepdog at RB6K on Twitter. Tell him how rubbish we are. He'll love that.
I think everyone needs to go back, and now I've learned about Pab's bombshell. I think you all need to go back and listen to the past 400 episodes and just consider that what I'm saying might have been a joke.
Try and find a Sheepdog joke that was funny in the last
every time I
400
speak,
episodes.
just think, was he joking then? And then sometimes
Lee
you might go,
McElwain's been doing that all year, and he hasn't found a Sheepdog gag yet.
I'm gutted.
So video games.
Yes.
We're like days away from the Xbox Series X launch, and like a week away from the PS5 launch.
No, it's 13 days.
Some people have already got them.
Oh yeah, reviewers have got them.
I mean, like people just have received them in the post unexpectedly and are bragging about it online.
Are they?
Good for them.
I've not seen that.
Yeah, I have a few people, not a
Let's
lot.
go on Reddit.
Well, we
I
haven't
hope
got
mine
ours
don't
yet.
come because I've got 2 on order still.
Perhaps planning on flipping one. What you should do is hang around outside your local game on launch day for all those people who've ignored every message saying, come and prepay, it's click and collect only. When you get Simple Simon turning up on launch day, I pre-ordered it months ago, I'm off to collect my PlayStation.
is that what's happening?
They're closed.
Is that what's happening?
Why are they closed? Yeah, apparently it was all over social media on lockdown eve saying you had to contact your game. If you've pre-ordered in store, you had to go in, prepay for it there and then on launch day you could just go in and collect it.
So is that what's happening? Because I read today from Game that they went, right, don't worry if you've pre-ordered in store, don't worry, we'll keep your pre-orders, everything's fine. You've got it still, and you can collect it when we open again. And I was like,
I guess that's for the people who hadn't gone in and prepaid.
If that was the case, I'd be like, no. I'm not waiting until December 5th, and then what if the lockdown extends again? I'm not waiting until January for a PS5.
So there you go, Pab. The extra one you've ordered, seriously, go and hang around outside game with it.
I'm not that sort of person to be flipping stuff. I'm too shady. I'll feel guilty. And
I'd be running an auction outside game. Give it to me, and I'll split the profit with you.
I'm too nice. I
reckon we could get $3,000 for it.
Yeah, $3,000.
I reckon so. I'm planning on flipping mine when it comes. I've realised there's not. It's the first time ever I'm getting a new console because me and Anna are both getting one. Because I'm an idiot and I wanted one because she's getting one because I'm mad. But I think this is the first ever console launch where I haven't ordered a game to go with it, and I've looked through the launch games and I just don't imagine I'm going to even bother downloading one. I've got the online only one. I can't imagine there's a single game in their launch window, not even on launch day, in the launch window that I'm going to want to download. So it's probably just going to stay in its box in the corner of my office. So if anyone wants to buy an online-only PS5 for £800, hit me up on Twitter. Got that credit card to pay off. If you'd have downloaded Raid Shadow Legends when I told you to, I wouldn't have had to have resorted to this. This is basically your fault.
I did it twice.
Thanks, Pab. I wasn't talking to you there. That was direct at the listener.
Okay, good.
Lee, the listener. Oh, dear. So have you got anything planned to download for yours? Or what games are we getting for our console launches? None of us are getting the Xbox Series X, are we? Because we've got PCs.
Because PCs. Pretty much.
But, I mean, I haven't even looked at what their launch games are. Is there anything special coming out on launch day? Or is it...
Is pretty much what they've got. They haven't got any flagship games per se. They'll have Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Weird console launch.
They put all their eggs in the Halo basket, didn't they? That's what it is. And second that went south, it was like, well, what can you do?
Which I'd like to point out, Anna's the one watching South, so she could have intercepted it.
It's like I said, there's a lot of. Everything runs better on the Xbox, and it does.
That is not enough for me.
It probably does, but like you say, if there's nothing there, then there's not a lot, to bring you in, is there? Right now,
no. I mean, we've got, because we had to glitch the Argos website for our pre-orders, so we've got Spider-Man Miles Morales pre-ordered as a disc, which Anna will be able to play on hers, but I won't be able to play that because it's a disc, and I won't be able to cram it into my machine. So Anna's got that one to play.
And Valhalla and Watch Dogs.
What you're gonna? But they're not exclusive games, are they? They're ones you. I mean, you're already playing one of them, aren't you? Is that right? Yeah, you've already got Watch Dogs on the PS4.
Yeah.
Because we tried to find Bodine's and it's been turned into a yoga studio, so I refused to play it. If Bodine's had been there, I'd have been all in on Watch Dogs.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a bit.
Which I'm sure we'll get to in a second.
We'll get to that in a bit. So what if I get what am I getting? I'll get Spider-Man. And I'll get Spider-Man Big Boy Edition with original Spider-Man with new Spider-Man in it, whoever he's called. What's it? I don't know. They've made a new Spider-Man, didn't they?
What are you talking about?
They recast the actor in the original Spider-Man game in this what is it, like enhanced edition, or whatever it's called.
So they redid game 1 with a new Spider-Man.
Yeah. Just have a Google of that. Sheepdog.
Looks like Tom Holland.
I know we talked about it, but I thought you were saying that they'd just changed the Spider-Man in a Miles Morales game.
No, they've recast the actor. They like captured all the things for this.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll be getting that.
God, he wasn't even that bad. He was fine.
I thought he was fine as well, but they were saying like that they didn't feel like Yuri Lowenthal, who voiced Peter Parker, it didn't feel like the face matched with the voice. They wanted someone to be more that kind of, sometimes you see that when you see someone and the voice comes out and you go, that the voice sort of doesn't match up, sort of thing. I think that's what they were. I don't know, but
literally any anime adaptation.
Yeah, so that's what they've gone with anyway. But yeah, I'll be getting that one. Also, I'm getting the digital one as well, so I haven't pre-ordered any games right now because I can't do anything unless I download them on day one. So I'll be getting that. I'll be getting Demon Souls because it's there. Because I'll be getting it, because it's out on day one.
You're the console launcher's dream, aren't you? I'm getting it because it's all there is.
I'm getting that, and then I'm re-upping to PlayStation Plus, and I'll get bug snacks for whatever it is. You get bug snacks for this month, don't you, for PS5? So I don't need to buy that. I wanted to buy that. I wanted to get that anyway. So we'll have that, and then I'll reinstall Ghost of Tsushima because there's been updates on Tsushima that I haven't touched, and there's raids in Tsushima and stuff now. So I want to play Tsushima and like have me PlayStation roaring. So that is pretty much it. I don't even know what else there is on launch actually.
Sackboy.
Yeah, no, we're not playing that. I want to play that the one that comes packed with it. Is it called the
Astrobot?
Astrobot, that's the one. I'll play Astrobot for sure. We don't need no Sackboy though. No.
Sackboy's brilliant. We've got multiple
there you go. You can play that
Sackboys around our house.
Get Sackboy and play that.
Sackboy is a lovely man.
Yeah.
Are you getting anything other than the ones you've already got on stuff now, Anna?
No.
Is there anything new? It's what a weird console launch.
It's bizarre. Yeah. It is strange.
Yeah, but you can buy Watch Dogs and Valhalla for PS5, but why when I can get them on PS4 for £10 cheaper and then just upgrade when it comes and just by putting my disc in? Makes no sense.
Are they actually? Is it a free upgrade, Anna?
Yeah, both of them.
That's bonkers.
Like I was on
why would you not do that? Why would you not do that?
It's because I think the oh my god, I can't think. Cases are slightly different, but apart from that, I think that's it. It says on the website that as soon as you put it in, it'll be upgraded on PS5.
So have you got to then put that PS4 disc in every time you want to play Watch Dogs on PS5, and it'll just recognise it as a PS5 version? Yeah. Even though it's not doing anything with that disc ever, because you've got to download the PS5 version onto your hard drive. It's just basically it's basically like a check-in that you still have that game. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I don't mind.
I don't
play
the
games
that,
now, and they get to play them when they come out on a new console.
Yeah.
So I would hate to wait. That would do my head in.
Yeah.
It was like with Cyberpunk. That was coming out on the same day.
Don't get me
it was coming
started.
on PS4. But it would still work on PS5. It is bound to happen, and they'll just delay it again in December. I don't think it'll come out this year. Oh no, it probably will. I think they've missed the boat now. I think December the 10th is a little too late. No, it's Cyberpunk. That's the thing. There's exceptions to the rule sort of thing for this. It doesn't. Yeah, but they kept saying we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. It's coming out. It's gone gold. That's the thing. I think they'll lose the goodwill if they push it again at that point. There's only so far people are getting. What, the fourth time? Yeah, fourth. I bet probably for the fifth or sixth.
I don't think they care too much now. People's goodwill is well over the top on this game anyway. Yeah, but I mean, how many times? If they just keep putting it back, people are just it's interest is waning on it because of it. Yeah, but if that's what I'm saying is if interest wanes on this because they delayed it a few times, then people's interest on it was completely superficial anyway, and they need to stop getting hyped on games that show a picture of Keanu Reeves. I'll be honest with you, I've kind of gone silent on it anyway now. I've just I don't want to know anything. I stopped watching things about two or three videos since they've whatever they do, live streams that they put out. They've been putting them out like every month, haven't they? These new live streams on what's going on in the game. I just kind of stopped watching about 2 or 3 ago. Just I don't want to know anymore. I know I'm buying it, so I don't need to know any more about this. So so that's like December. I'll be gone. That'll be pretty quick, won't it? Anyway, so not the end of the world, I suppose. Yeah, but now that my plan wasn't to buy Assassin's Creed because I thought, well, Watch Dogs will tide me over until Cyberpunk, and then I can fit Valhalla in at some point in the future when it's cheaper. Now there's a window there that I'm thinking I probably could get Valhalla in that window now. So
You know, I do like an Assassin's Creed. So...
yes, you do.
I like Assassin's Creed.
I like the idea of an Assassin's Creed more than actual Assassin's Creed, clearly, because I buy them all. Well, no, I buy all the recent ones and I play about 30 hours. It's never enough. Though. You think 30 hours in a game it should be enough, shouldn't you? No, not in an Assassin's Creed game. That does about maybe a third of the game, maybe.
Yeah, when I was in, when we had that Airbnb. You'd like to go out for the day.
I remember
By the time
that.
you got back, I had just got to title screen.
You got the title screen. That was so funny.
We'd been out all day.
Yeah.
We'd been jam shopping and everything.
And then
I hadn't even had a nap that day. I was just playing that game.
And then didn't you have to do it all again anyway?
Yeah. Because I took my travelling PlayStation with me.
Travelling PlayStation. Because that's normal.
It is normal. I have to play my game. You want to go away on game launch day? I have to play because I don't need to do the conventions 2 days in a row. I only need to see it once.
How many have you done this with now? I feel like I recall you doing this with Detroit.
Detroit and Red Dead.
And Red Dead as well, yeah.
There's been more than that because there was the one in the Airbnb. There's the one in the Stratford Premier Inn where Pab had to carry the TV out of the car. And then there was the one on the Brick Lane Premier Inn where you were trying to...
Okay, that was Detroit,
okay, so yeah, 3. Yeah, okay, I'll allow it then.
You go on like that's unacceptable. I think that's great.
It's weird.
At least it'll be easier as tech improves as well. You'll be able to just
and the fact there's no conventions anymore, so
yeah,
you can just do it all from home. Ooh.
On a new, not Sony TV.
Yeah, but your new TV's better than your previous one. It's a whole inch bigger.
It's not a Sony one though.
It's the one
I didn't even get to play a game on that in this house. I was so gutted. So gutted.
Dear.
Stupid internet.
Bless you.
Right. Talk about games you've played, boys
Kevin,
and girls.
you've got to stop shouting. You're picking up on my mic.
I'm talking the same volume I normally do. You'll just have to get a better
Yeah,
mic.
normally you're in the garage. I didn't talk about last week that I completed the DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield, the Crown Tundra. It was a very, very good DLC. I feel like
Chicken tonight.
Sorry? All right.
See, Pab laughs at that one. You can't leave a pause after saying... If you say, I feel like, and then leave a gap, you're asking for it.
So they seem to put all the jokey personality bits into this. It's almost like... It feels like they did the game, and they were really trying to get it all done by a deadline and get it released, and it was quite... Not serious, because it's not a serious game, but it was just quite like there's some story there, there's some gags there, but it's quite a just get through the game, play it. And then they did quite a cool DLC with the Isle of Armor, it was called, where you just basically get given this little bear cub. You've got to train him up to become a fighter. I was hunting for Diglett around this island. There was 100 Diglett, and you had to go around searching for their hair sticking out of the ground. So it was like basically 2 little needles sticking out of the ground, and there'd be like 20 of them in each area. And I spent 3 evenings last week just going around on my bike looking for them. And I'm not going to lie, the first day I did it, it made me incredibly motion sick, and I had to lie down. But then the next 2 days I was fine with it. I was determined to do it. I don't know why it was making me ill, but I did it, and then the final bit came out, the final DLC, and it was just brilliant. It's just really funny. It had a complete new mini game type thing in it. You have lots of different new things you can do, like you'd find footprints of a Pokemon, and you could follow it the whole length and breadth of the area you were in for not ages, but a while. You could be doing other bits and then spot their footprint and follow the trail a bit more. And if you bother to follow it all, you'd basically discover a legend that had been from an old game that had happened to be wandering around the area. I think there's 3 of them that you can get. I've only got 1 so far, but it was fun going around looking for them. They had these like quests with riddles to them that you had to kind of go out and explore, and then you'd come across it and try and figure out what the answer was. So it'd say you had to do something to what one of them was just a high pitched sound, and I'm standing there. I went and caught a Pokemon that it's the shape of a bell, thinking maybe I'll take the Pokemon there and it'll make a noise like a bell. I tried ringing the bell on the bike, and then I just sort of hit the joystick, and my character whistled and the door opened. I was like, oh, brilliant. I didn't even plan to do it. I just happened to figure it out by mistake. And I mean, that was children's level. I mean, they're all pretty much children's level, but it was interesting having to try and figure it out. And yeah, it just felt like it had a lot more personality and soul to it than... Not that I'm saying the game lacked it. I'm not going back on to what I said before. It didn't lack it massively, but it had even more in this. It just made it feel even more fun. The mini-game part they've added to it, that you can play multiplayer now. You go into a cave and you have to rent a Pokemon. You're given one to start with from a choice of like 5, I think. And then you pick which route you want to take. And say you fight a water Pokemon. If you beat it, you have a choice between swapping your Pokemon for that water Pokemon or sticking with what you've got. And then your next battle will be like, I don't know, a fire Pokemon or something. So if you can see that you're fighting fire next, you'd obviously take water. At the end of that, once you've done 6 battles in a row, you've got a legend to fight, and if you beat the legend, you can catch it. And then you've got a choice of keeping the legend or keeping one of the Pokemon that you beat along the way. If you fail to or don't take the legend, you can go get that again later. So that's been quite fun. You can meet up with 4 other people, or you can just play it on your own, and it gives you really annoying AI who turn up with like a Magikarp and just do splash over and over again, and you're sat there thinking, you fool! Like, pick any other Pokemon and we'll be able to do this battle. Or they'll pick a water type and you're up against a grass type, and you're thinking again, the AI has not planned this well. But yeah, apparently playing it with other people has its own problems, because only one person can have the super duper special move, and because you're playing with strangers, people keep deciding to do the giant Pokemon move when they've not got it might be a fire type fighting a fire type, and they decide to get big, and you're thinking, well, I had a water type, I could have killed it in 2 hits or whatever. So that's, yeah, it has some bits it needs ironing out, but yeah, it's a very, very, very good DLC. And I think I know you kind of just released the main game with the DLC built into the cartridge now, so if people haven't played any of it, this is the time to go and get it, because it is brilliant. Sword and Shield with the I think they just call it Plus DLC. I don't think they particularly name it, but yeah, I highly recommend it. I really enjoyed it. It's been great fun. I'm a little bit miffed that you have to pick one or the other on 2 of the legends. So it means there's 2 gaps in my Pokedex now. I'm no longer a Pokemon Master, and I don't know anyone casual enough to have completed the DLC and just doesn't want the legends anymore. Do you know what I mean? There's no one out there who has bothered to get this DLC and is now like, yeah, I'm just going to leave them on my Switch forever. I don't care about them, and I need to try and come across someone in the world who is in that scenario. But I don't, the only person I know who plays it, he's in a similar boat to me. He's going to replay it just to get the other 2 on another game and buy the DLC again, which I figure that's probably what they want. Pokemon is a massive racket.
Silly old Pokemon.
Yeah. I've also...
There's my review to add to it. Silly old Pokemon.
I told Pab last week that I was going to start playing a game that is dear to him. I've seen all the success it's made of his life, and I wanted a piece of that action. So
okay.
I bought my son Animal Crossing for his birthday, Kev, and then stole it because he doesn't really get it. He was trying to play it, and he was like, yeah, I'm enjoying it.
How
but I don't really know what I'm
anyone
doing.
Be this late to the party? This is madness.
I absolutely categorically didn't think it would be for me and didn't want to buy it. And then he asked for it for his birthday, so I was like, well, yeah, if you want it, I'll get it for you. I did think, I don't know, I did say to him, are you sure? It doesn't look like it'd be your cup of tea. He kind of likes it. He is just going around doing little bits, but what I think he needs is, like, my sister's been playing it as well, and because she's not really a gamer, I think she just got it because she saw an advert for it. And I mean, it has been advertised a lot recently. I saw an advert about it earlier. I was surprised that it's still on the TV, but she got it as well. So I said I might get her to just talk him through how to play it. But I started a game on it, and I'm not like hating it, but I'm not particularly wanting to play it. I'm just picking it up because it's there, and I feel like maybe that is all as good as it gets. I don't know. I'm just kind of I wander around. I mean, I'm early game still, so I'm annoyed with myself because I went and caught a load of fish and bugs and stuff, and then I went and sold it to the kids, thinking that's what you were supposed to do. And then I spoke to Tom Nook, and he was like, "Show me anything you've caught." And I was like, "I just sold it to him." So I had to go out and re-catch it all. But like, there's no black bass anywhere now that I'd caught one of them.
There will be. Don't you worry.
I know there will be, and I know that, I can't find any of the stuff I'd already caught. Basically, it's all new stuff. So it's just like, oh damn it. But yeah, you're right. I know they'll reappear. It would be mad for anything to have appeared that early in the game that was rare, but it wasn't very clear. And it's typically doing the one sort of thing I really find frustrating in games, and it's just having too many repetitive steps to do something that you're going to be doing a lot, and maybe does it loosen up later? Is there quicker ways to do things later, or is it always going to be?
Depends what you're trying to do.
Because then it replaces it with other things that take time. So the stuff you do at the start gets quicker, but then it just gets replaced with other stuff that takes ages.
Right, okay. Because, going through and saying to him, "Look, here's a moth." And he's like, "Oh, this is a moth. I have a friend who I can put this in a museum with."
That happens every time.
Blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. And I'm like, "Mate, come on. If you're going to do this for a moth, I've got a bloody bee to show you in a minute." And then I go...
There will come a point where he'll go, "Do you want me to tell you about this?" And you can go, "Nah, you're all right. Just take it. Just take it." But it will be the spiel of, "Hello there. Oh, have you got something for me? Oh, okay, we take these and these. Have you got something?" And you go, "Okay, yes." And then he goes, "Oh, that's a blank. Do you want to know about it?" And then you go, "No." And he goes, "Okay, I'll take it anyway. Thanks again. Anything else?" And you go, "No." And you go, "Okay, see you later then." And you got to click out again. Yeah, that is annoying, and that is how I end up doing a lot of things wrong. It's just I'm not reading because I just mashed the button like go, and then I end up missing.
That's it. Already is going, "Oh, so you don't want to give me that then?" And I'm like, "No, I did want to give you it."
Yeah, you've missed your window. No. You've pressed past it. That's the thing. You've pressed past where you meant to go. Yes, I do want to give you it.
I'm so impatient. I missed my window at the start when it asked what gender I am, and I didn't really. I thought, do I want to be a man or a woman? And I thought, I'll play as a girl. And then I wasn't sure if I liked how the little people look, and I wanted to switch back and just see what they meant. Anyway, it doesn't let you switch back. You can't change gender once you've picked.
Yes, you can.
What can I do it now? I'm there.
Yes,
because this was like right.
Once you're in the house, you go to a mirror and you can change it, change your outfit and how you look and whatever. Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. Like it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter because I knocked a wasp out of a tree and it stung my face, and now my face is all mangled. And I just thought, that's your lot. I'm not buying medicine. Shouldn't have disturbed the wasps.
We'll be fine tomorrow. Don't worry.
I was going to say, I'm assuming there's not any beauty contests I have to go and win. Her face means nothing. But yeah, I mean, it's just a time sink in it. I'm not gonna have any moments where I'm just tearfully moved by it. I'm not gonna be completely overjoyed by something. I feel like it's fine. Have you got
people in yet? You got residents?
You
got the two starters.
Me.
Yeah, 2 starters.
What do they call her? Hazel.
Hazel the squirrel with a unibrow.
Yes,
yep.
Who keeps saying uni after everything.
Yeah, uni well.
And, a green fella who is really into fitness, cardio.
Yeah, everyone gets a jock to begin with. Yeah.
He was going on about how he wanted to call the island like Bicep Strength Island or something.
That's right.
Sheeptopia because I lack any imagination, and Kev had already taken Penn Island, which I accidentally said in front of Ollie, and he kept asking why he called it that, and whether he should call his island that. And I'm like, no,
he should call his island that. Yes, he should. It's the best name for an island.
Yeah.
Then you can explain to your sister when she travels to his island why he's called that.
Because it's a great name for an island.
Yes, it certainly is.
We'll see how I go with this, because I get that it's pretty, just you bumble along, and I don't have any criticism of it, and I never really did before. I just didn't think it'd be for me. But then I was thinking, when it was in the house, I was thinking, well, talking to Bouncy as well, I bloody pick up my phone every day, load up TapTal, have a click through, do the random jobs, and I'm just in the habit of doing it, and I quite like doing it, and it's quite like comfortable just having a click through every. Some weekends I might just casually think I'm going to just blow it up and rearrange it, or I'm going to tidy it up. The other week I just decided I was going to extend my monorail, and this isn't me going into that game, but it's just something you think, oh, this week I might just, I don't even know if you can chop trees down, but I could I'll chop the trees down and build something with it or whatever, and that can be quite cathartic, and it's better than thinking, oh, I'm going to rearrange my kitchen in real life and stuff like that, which I've done all of that now because of lockdown. There's no more rooms for me to rearrange in this house, so I might as well start rearranging an island.
I tell you what, it might be for you then, Sheepdog, just to get that out of your system sort of thing, and just do your quick 10-20 minute little whip around the island, do your bits and pieces and get off for the day, because that is kind of what
I didn't know it'd have that much ability.
No, I mean, that is kind of what it is. I mean, there comes a certain point in that game where you can't do anything. There comes a point where you're like, well, I've done all my daily stuff. I'm waiting for tomorrow for me, for certain things to come in, or the shops to turn up, or, my buildings to build, or whatever. And you can't physically do anything without, like, there's so much you can do. And
I mean, I'm lucky that if they keep putting in regular mini events, it'll be fine. Like, I think the thing with Tapped Out is it's very rare for there to be more than 5 days where there's nothing going on. They'll always have a little event.
Oh, and then you'll be waiting a bit longer than that.
Well, this is it. So, that might not keep me going for 9 years like Simpsons Tapped Out has then, which is mad when you think about it, because one's a £40 major game and the other's a free app on a thing. But
just probably had more than £40 out of you over the years.
I don't know. I'm not bouncy. Did we talk about that on the podcast last week? Or did I mention? He messaged me saying, Kev, that he'd bought this. He was like, they've added this new character in Sheepdog. When I looked, it cost a tenner. And I thought, Bouncy's spending £10 on Tapped Out characters in 2020.
You got to look at it as like,
we've already established he's a lunatic. We talked about that earlier on in the episode.
We were comparing because he's like got 100 more characters than I have, and now I know why. I just assumed it was because he played a bit harder or whatever, but I've got everything you can possibly get without spending money, basically, and I just keep getting new free characters every now and again. But that man has basically spent everything to get that game.
If you can justify it, though, I was going to say, I've played for 9 years, like on and off solidly for 9 years. I think the developers deserve a tenner every now and again.
Well, no, my justification was I didn't ask for the £2 I accidentally spent on the app when I pressed the wrong button the other week back, because I thought, yeah, they've had a lot of time out of me.
Yeah.
No, you're right, though. You are completely right. They do. I feel that way, and then I think it is EA, though.
Is it EA?
Yeah.
Are EA the publishers and somebody else is developing it, though?
I'll have a look, because I should know stuff like that. But it is EA, so are we really worried about?
I mean, it's free to play. I mean, you like to say Sheepdog, it's free to play. You've had 9 years worth of thing. I think you can justify spending a tenner every day.
Oh no, the only reason I don't is because my money goes into Pokemon Go, and Mr. Sheepdog will ask too many questions. Although again, I feel dirty giving them money now. I know they've made, I think it was £1 billion this year. They've made 4 billion since the game came out, and a quarter of that was this year alone. And now I'm just like, do I really want to be buying that little ticket? Do I really want to be doing that? I think the answer is still yes, but they are coining it in out of that game at the moment, and they're not particularly great, are they? So, like, as a company, so it's a bit weird. I should spend less on all of that, and then I maybe would have been able to buy one of these new consoles that are coming out in a week that I'm not getting.
There you go, then.
There you go.
Who's a silly goose? You're a silly goose. Right. All I've played this week is Raid Shadow Legends, and I can't keep talking about it because people know I'm being paid to. All I'll say is I was paid to stream it for 2 hours. I wasn't paid to play it for 30 hours over the course of the rest of the week. I really quite like it. It's like a mix between Pokemon, Ultimate Team, and Diablo, which those three things do scratch a Kev itch time to time. I can't say I'm going to carry on playing it once FM21 is out, because I probably won't, but it's got me off FIFA over the last week, which that's impressive in and of itself, and it's awesome to be able to play it between my phone and the PC. But I've got to stop talking about it because people know I'm being paid, and it just makes it seem stupid.
I know what you mean, but it was fun. Do you know what? This isn't me just defending Kev or sucking up or whatever. But I was actually surprised when it turned out to be a little bit entertaining. I said on your chat, it really reminded me of the DC Legends game that I'm kind of trying to avoid going too mad on it because of how hooked I got on DC Legends, and that become really frustrating. And I don't know are the characters from anything in this? Because I obviously knew the DC.
I think they're all originals,
right? Because that was what killed me a lot in Legends. Was it'd be like, oh, this week you can unlock Nightwing or something, and it'd be like, okay, brilliant. And then, Batman 1969 edition or whatever, and I'd just be like, oh, he's got this move, and I really understood the meta of that, and it just, so this seems like that, but with original characters, and a lot more budget behind it than I would have thought, again, because it seems a lot of videos and talk and stuff in it, whereas the DC one, which should have had money behind it, just still seemed a bit like it was just low level. It might not be now. I've not played it in years, and I daren't install it because of how much time I lost to it. But Raid Legends is better than I would have thought.
Link in the description. You rascals. Yes. Anna, what have you been playing?
Nothing. Not a lot.
You've played Watch Dogs Legion.
I've played Watch Dogs.
Oh, Summoner Simulator. My favourite.
I don't really like it.
How far out of London can you go in this? Can you get as far as...
You can't even get to the whole of London.
You can't even get to...
No,
you can't even get to
You can't even get to Stratford.
Yeah.
You can't even get to the O2.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone was very excited to see that, and we couldn't see it, so he left me alone.
I think it might come in at some point. I wonder if they could have extended the map a little bit, maybe in a from the DLC.
Maybe.
So you don't like it, Anna? No.
Not really. It's not too. I really enjoyed. I enjoyed one. I didn't mind that at all. I didn't see people criticising it, but I liked it. I really enjoyed 2. I played that twice, but this one, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing or how I'm supposed to play it. It just seems that if you need to go high, you use the building guy you got at the start, but if you need something, you need a spider bot, then you use a second person that you got. I don't quite understand what's going on, because it started great. Like you had this guy, he was a bit as like a cheeky chappy London guy, and I could get on with him. His name was like Dalton.
Yeah, Dalton. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I liked him, and I was going through, and he was like a spy, kind of like like a James Bond kind of type. And I was like, yeah, this is all good. Going, went through it, and then it stopped being that, and then it turned into this select a player to do a mission. I'm like, huh? What? Why? Who? And so you had to like pick out of a bunch of preset like characters, and I picked one, and I instantly hated him.
Yeah.
And you can't go back and change it. You have to go then do that mission with him, and I instantly regretted it. I don't like the way the voice acting is. London is not like that.
So
what are you trying to say?
No, it's not. It is so bad, Sheepdog. Like I was saying to you before the show, it's like there's like 4 voice actors. There's all the voice acting that aren't from London. They're all trying to do Cockney accents. So they're really like I said, they are like extras from EastEnders. It's so bad. Like some of them, they are so like over the top, and it's like
like someone who thinks London is that's never been to London.
Yeah,
it's just.
If they'd have thought ahead, they could have easily, especially with lockdown, they could have probably got the cast of EastEnders to just do the voicing because they're all out of work while lockdown was on. Just get them all in the studio one by one to record the lines that had been sorted. Their accents are terrible as well.
So is this.
So you're right, Anna. So you start the game off and you play as this like spy guy, and then you're not playing as him anymore, and then you are playing from selected characters at the start, and like you say, all you got at the start is like a brief description of them, what they do, what kind of a sort of semi abilities they have, sort of thing in inverted commas, and a picture of them. That's it. And then you stuck with it, and then there comes a point where you can just start recruiting anybody.
Yeah.
And then So you've. I feel like there's never a main character to latch onto. So because you're just ping ponging from person to person whenever you find someone that's useful, and it's like I don't know who the main character is. I feel like technically there is the main character, the AI kind of thing that they are working with. The AI is called Bagley, and Bagley's like this AI, like kind of like Jarvis. I feel like in certain aspects, from Iron Man, and he is like dead sex, like Jarvis, and I feel like he's the only continuity. Yeah, he's the only constant there, and you are building up DedSec because DedSec is like disbanded, or pretty much at the start of the game, and you are kind of like rebuilding it back up with new recruits, and you're recruiting people. But like I say, there's no real attachment to anyone.
No,
because they're all disposable. And well, I mean, I was tempted. Did you go for permadeath mode, Anna?
I didn't.
I was tempted.
I didn't quite know what that meant, but
so if someone dies or gets arrested, they don't come back. You lose them out of your team.
Sounds like a perk at this rate.
Well, no, someone got injured in mine, and they went to hospital. But they went to hospital, and then Bagley was like, "Oh, it'd be good if you had a paramedic." So I did a story mission for a paramedic, and now because I'm a paramedic, my characters that go away come out faster. But
there you go.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't know what this game is like. So I know what happened at the start.
Yes.
I know what happened, like what the story element, but then it goes in and now you're trying to disband the gangs of London. I'm like, well, what's this got to do with the start of the game? Like, they weren't mentioned at all at the start of the game, and now you're debanding the gangs of London.
Yeah,
like, they're like not doing what happened over here. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, I can see that. It's a bit disjointed. I feel like they are tangentially connected to it, to like the main focus of the bad guy, but they are like they're kind of like sort of like side quest kind of things of like just kind of like something else to distract you, while that be kind of a bit of filler, a little bit from what I've seen a bit.
Yeah,
it's
but it's fun. Driving on going around London, going, I've been there, been on that, done this, because like you can go on the wheel.
Yeah, I didn't find it out till about a few days in, and I was like, "There's the wheel," and I was like, "Oh, there's some tech points there," and I went, "Hang on a minute, hang on, that's a pod. Can I just go in it? Oh, hang on, we're going. Okay, it's shut. The doors are shut, and we're in there now." I was like, "Okay, we're just doing this," and then I sat the entire time on it thinking I can't get off, and then I realised you can just get out.
You can.
I didn't realise that I spent the entire loop just going around it. It was like nice and slow, about 15 minutes on stream, just going around, going around the wheel. And it's like, it's great, but you can't see. I mean, there's only so much draw distance in that game that it can show you. It's not going to show you all the way out into the distance.
We couldn't see Wembley from up there. We tried.
I mean, you can't see any football stadiums. Have you tried to see any football stadiums? There's none. I don't know if there's any in the like Greater London area, like in that district. There's nothing.
I feel like they've missed a trick there as well. I mean, if they'd have had Stratford and had West Ham or something in, they could have had a partnership, couldn't they? You know?
I mean, they might, like I said, they might open London up a bit maybe in the future DLC. I'm hoping they do anyway, because it's very. I mean, because we've been to London that many times, and we've wandered those streets so many times. I kind of semi know my way around it.
Yeah.
And it's very truncated. It is very compressed. I was like, I couldn't find the jam shop. Fun. I was annoyed. I was like, where's the jam shop? It's not here. And I was like, it must have been, because I got to the park, like at the other end of the road where it is between there and Piccadilly Circus, and I was like, it's somewhere on this road. It's somewhere up and down here. It's not here. I was like, it must be somewhere about here. I don't know. And then I was going through. We went through Covent Garden, and I took them to Forbidden Planet. I went, it's somewhere around here. I don't know. It's not quite the same.
No.
I did everything.
We went to Bodine's, and then when we would come,
which is a yoga studio,
and then we would come out of it and go down the road and get coffee. There is a coffee shop down there. Obviously, it's not Starbucks, but where we would go down near Tower Tower Bridge, I think it's called. There is a coffee shop there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's a little. Yes, that is there, but it was like doing that because we haven't been to London this year. It was nice because I was like, oh yeah, we go for a walk down there after we've had our meet, and me and Kev drove down there a few weeks ago, and it's Kevin didn't like it, do you, Kevin?
No, it wasn't right.
No, it isn't
like
right.
Pab was saying, I thought this is going to be cool. I'm going to wander around London and just enjoy being there, and it was wrong, and things weren't where they were supposed to be. And yeah,
not that much of a future that they're going to squash it down.
That's a future where boatings don't exist.
Yeah, barbecue's been replaced with yoga. That's no future I want any part of.
It might be the future you live, though. You would never have expected to be vegan 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You could be a yoga enthusiast in 5 years' time, or however long.
But I'll still want to be able to taste my delicious barbecue sauces.
Maybe you'll be anti-sauce.
You're anti-sauce. That's what they used to call you.
It is weird that they didn't go that extra level, because I've seen a lot of talk online about how on like high-spec PCs, the pictures people were posting made it look. I thought people were joking by putting real pictures of London up. Like real pictures of cars parked next to a bit of graffiti, but it was genuinely just screenshots from the game. So
it does look nice.
Made it that beautiful, and then not done.
I mean, what can you do, Sheepdog? I mean, there's only so much you can fit in a game without, They do it in all the games. They did it in San Francisco. They shrunk it down. They did it in where was the first one? I can't remember.
But we've not been to these places.
Oh no, but that's the thing.
Again, don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting them to have got Bodines, but
I was.
Football stadiums.
I mean, like I say, I just don't know whether there's football stadiums in that vicinity, in that small area of London. There might not be in that inner circle.
I don't think there is.
So exactly.
You can't spit for finding a football stadium in London, Pab. You've not been looking hard enough if you haven't seen one.
No, but literally, like in the centre of London, say from, I don't know, Camden up to where Bodines is, across like the middle of London.
You get over the other side of the river?
You can go over
the river, yeah. There's two sides of the river. Yeah.
Weird. Won't let you go to the O2, but you can go south.
I went to King's Cross and St Pancras, and I was like, "This is where we go on. We get on the fast train here." I walked all the way down the road. I was like, "This is where I walk to go meet Kev and Anna." I walk all the way down here from Euston.
Got on a train. You could have come to Peterborough. And
you can't though. That's the problem.
You can't go in there. I wanted to go in and do the Harry Potter thing, and it's not. You can't get in. I was like, no.
No, it's just a fast travel. You go. Yes, I want to travel. You don't see any trains or anything. It just goes to a loading screen. You can't even see the London.
Yeah, I fast travel solely just because it respawns you in the underground bit, just at the bottom of the stairs, and you come out and you go, okay, that feels all right. You can't get in otherwise. So I felt the same as you, Anna. I was like a bit unsure. I was uneasy with this game initially. I was like, I feel like my first stream I played of it, and the first couple of streams I feel like I wasn't digging it, and then something clicked in me, and I quite like it now. I quite like it a lot. There's something about.
Where are you?
I'm about 15 hours in.
Oh, okay. So, I got to. There was some humans that were not alive anymore.
Oh, I mean, okay. That's the other thing about this game. I'm not really paying attention. So I mean, I don't know. Enough. I genuinely that could be anywhere in that game for me. I can't think.
Have you been to like an encampment of like, is it Albion? And they've got like encampments of people who are bad, and you go in and you can go and talk to people. Does that sound familiar?
Maybe. This is a problem.
He says don't go to the healthcare the healthcare section.
I mean, probably. I mean, this is the problem, Anna. This is the problem with streaming this game, because half the time I've got my eye on chat at the same time as watching the game. So I'm kind of like doing a bit of both at the same time, and I'm not 100% paying attention to the story. And I don't know if that's to the benefit of the game, is that I'm not really paying attention. I'm just enjoying driving around and going the missions. What helped click with me is the tech points. It's very much that thing of like, okay, now I've got to figure out how to get in this building. I want the tech points. I want the collectible thing. I want the thing that the Ubisoft does is stick something out of reach and make me work out how to get it.
Yeah.
That is very much a Ubisoft thing, and I wanted that, and that became a bit of an obsession with me. Of like, I'd see it on the little mini map. Oh, there's tech points there. Stop. Pull the car over. We're not doing any missions there. We're going trying to get these tech points, and that became sort of a little thing to it. And then getting the delivery drones, game changer. Get on the delivery drone and just get on the delivery drone and just fly to the top of a building and just go, thank you very much. I feel like I broke the game a bit. I don't think they were designed to do that. I spent a stream the other day just floating around London for a bit, just on
on top of a drone?
On a delivery, delivery, the big ones.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
You can get on it and just fly around. So I just flew around the entire London, just going around. And if there's tech points in the on the top of buildings, like on scaffolding and stuff. And I feel like I'm cheating it a little bit, because I feel like they design these elaborate buildings for you to like find your way to hack into cameras and get key cards and download things and use the spider bot to get around into this building all the way to the top and get these tech points. And I just go, nah, I'm just going to get this delivery drone and just float to the top and just pick it up. And I kind of felt like I had to stop it. I had to stop doing it after a while, because I looked and I was like, I've got nearly 300 tech points. I bought nearly half of the things already.
Wow.
I'm like, this is me just min-maxing this game big time by just overdoing it. So I stopped doing that, because I kind of enjoy the tactical idea of like, okay, I need to get in this building, check all the cameras, find out how many guys are in here. How do I get in here? Can I use a spider bot? If not, okay, I've got to get in there. Okay, I'll use my cloak to get around this guy. We'll take him out. I've kind of enjoyed the stealth kind of stuff of it. I mean, it doesn't always go right. It goes well, probably. It's kind of on a 50-50 kind of thing of like, someone spots me and starts shooting me. It's go time. The shotgun comes out. The beanbag shotgun, whatever it is, the non-lethal shotgun that it's given me. I just start blasting away with that instead. But yeah, I've kind of been enjoying it. And like I say, there's a good chance I'll finish this game. Whether I'll get the DLC is another thing.
But I have all of the DLC. I bought a nice edition.
the big boy edition. Yeah, another one.
But that's because 2 loved it. Loved it. But I think it was just more because he was like a cheeky chappy kind of thing. But I know Aiden Price.
Aiden Pierce.
The first one is back in. But apparently the guy from the second one is not been asked to do any voice acting, which I'm sad about, because he was cool. I liked Marcus.
But this is the thing. I don't think they're trying to get people attached to characters in it. I genuinely don't, because I think Aiden Pierce there'll just be a storyline with him. I don't know if it'll be playable as him, but I don't think it'll be one of the team. It'll just be one of them that beat your entire roster. And like I say, a lot of people just play it. They'll get him and go, okay, we'll just play as him now forever. But it doesn't benefit you, because, like you say, you need a medic for going in certain things. You need an Albion, security guard to get in certain areas. You need certain different characters to do certain things, and that is cool. But there is such a lack of, like, there's no attachment to anybody.
No.
Can you pick the wrong character and try and do it wrong?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Here's one I got. Well, there's a few. I got a magician lady. You seen the magician lady outside the Harry Potter? Where they do the Harry Potter play, Anna.
Yeah.
There's a magician outside there, and she can hypnotise people.
Oh,
and I was like, okay. And she literally, when she knocks them out, she waves a watch in front of them, and they just fall asleep. I was like, yep, you're coming with me. I will have you. You are pretty damn cool. I've also got a guy who's got a death wish, which is I like play. That's like playing on hard mode, because that guy, if he gets caught, he may just die. If he gets hospitalised or caught, he may just die. So you're playing that. It's like kind of playing it with the permadeath mode on, with you playing with him, because you never quite know. And I almost did die with him. It went black and white on the screen. I was like, I'm almost dead here. I had to bolt for a minute. But yeah, there's something to that game. It's very Ubisoft. It's not Assassin's Creed though. It's not. I was like,
coming.
Please just make the games all play roughly the same. Don't make me do the crouches on a different button. the attacks on a different button. Like, just make them all roughly the same, so I don't have to be confused.
The amount of times I took out my gun.
Yep.
Oh,
yep. Yep. I'm like crouching. I'm going, no, don't crouch. Jump over it. Don't get behind it. Jump over. Okay. Don't shoot that. Oh God. Okay. No. Okay. Well, I've alerted the guards. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's good. I've quite enjoyed it.
I find that the load times are a little excessive on the PlayStation. Like,
yes,
I've got time
I imagine so.
To go on my phone.
I imagine so.
It,
Yeah.
Go a few apps, have a look around with it. It's really long.
Apparently, they're better on PS5 and what have you. So I imagine they are. I've seen, from what I've seen on load times, apparently they are considerably better. So, and you will see a bump on them from everything I've seen of it. You will see a bump on it, a bump up from the PlayStation. So
that's good then.
It's supposed to be better on those ones. So we'll find out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, 13 days. Yeah.
There you go.
But I think literally that's what I played. Andy has said that Pikmin 3 Deluxe on Switch is excellent, so that is the review for Pikmin. So he's been playing this.
Have you not played that at all?
I played it on the Switch, not Switch. The Wii U.
Oh, is it the same game?
Yes.
Yeah, same game. Just got all the bits to it. There is a mode on it called Bingo that he desperately wants to play, but he needs my Joy-Cons to play it. So I might do that with him over the weekend. Disconnect my Joy-Cons to his, just so he can play because obviously.
I don't think you can do that.
I think
sure you can.
I think you can.
Okay, I've got some spare Joy-Cons somewhere.
So you do
I suppose you can find them out then. That would be excellent.
Yeah,
I don't have to sync them.
They'll be amongst all the stuff under the stairs, because when I bought my yellow ones, my original ones were a little bit not perfect. So
yeah, he just needs them to have motion so he can play the bingo game, because obviously he's on a light and can't take his Joy-Cons off to play the bingo. But you know what it's like for a bingo game. Loves it. But yeah, like I've been looking over his shoulder and it looks nice and very colourful and noisy. Loves it, bless him. Like I think he remembers from when I played it back on the Wii U days, and it's just stuck with him ever since. And then it came out on the Switch, and he loves it. He also thinks that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on the Switch is also excellent.
Yeah, and
gets up to £200, and then comes out with the game and is very happy with that. So. What else has he got? He's got all the train simulators and DLC, and again, as long as the internet's connected, he is one happy child. But they need to stop releasing DLC for it. It's cost me an arm and a leg. It's like £20 a pack on there.
A train simulator?
Yeah.
That's only making the money, Anna. Because imagine the train simulator. I don't think they've had a new train simulator for 2 years. I think they just update the newest one and just keep churning DLC out for it.
Yeah.
Bonkers.
It's just so expensive.
Yeah.
Like, I don't begrudge him. He obviously wants to go different places, but for goodness sake, stop it. Every time I buy one, a new, because they'll advertise when it's on a loading screen. It'll be like, blah 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 blah, out now, and they're like, out now, mummy, buy it, mummy. I'm like, no, I've literally just bought you one. I asked you 3 times which one you wanted, and you didn't want the one that was out now. Oh. But yeah, again, loves them, and they do what he wants to do. Like, he wants a level crossing simulator, so he can just watch trains go past the level crossing. Child's mad, but I think that's it. That's. I think I'm having a look, but I really haven't done any gaming except that.
Okay. Well, I can tell you what I'll give you a quick rundown of what I've been playing over the last few weeks. I played a demo on Stadia. There was a Stadia demo, exclusive to Stadia. It was for the Immortals Phoenix Rising game. Now, this is a Ubisoft game. I think it's a Ubisoft game. It is a Ubisoft game. It's coming out in December. And imagine this. So this might interest you, this, Anna. Assassin's Creed Odyssey with in a Breath of the Wild style engine.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it is pretty damn good. It is pretty good from what I played. I played I want to say maybe half an hour, maybe. We probably could play it even longer if you wanted to. I just played where it was telling me to go. But you, it's like, is it Greek? No, not Greek. What's Odyssey's?
Norse.
Is that Greek? No, Odyssey's is Greek, isn't it? It might be Greek then, because it's Zeus and what have you. No, Zeus. Yeah, they're Greek. Sorry, yeah. So it's Greek stuff, and it's like Greek themed, and you are. I don't remember what you are. You're some sort of like demigod or something, like whatever you are, and you have wings, so you can you can get jump off things and glide, and you have climbing meters and stuff like that, and you have it's pretty much, like I say, very similar, like gameplay wise to Breath of the Wild, but Ubisoft are making it, and it's like Greek style, Assassin's Creed Odyssey kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I say, it was a really pleasantly surprised me how good that game was, especially for a demo. Like I say, it's out in December, so it's we'll see. Like I say, whether I've got, like I say, Cyberpunk is roughly by that time now, so they might even jump. They might even get out of the way of that now. I don't know. We'll have to see. What else have I played? I played and finished a game on stream. I played Plague Tale Innocence. That was on Game Pass. I don't know if it still is. I think it is. Now that game is genuinely a really cool game. A really cool, really nice looking game. So you are playing like a young French girl who is. You start the game off and the Inquisition turns up at her house and kills most of her family. And you are then tasked with...
Is this the rat one?
This is the rat one, yes. So you are tasked with looking after your little brother. You are escaping the Inquisition, who are after your family. And you've got a sick little brother, and it's at the time of the plague, and rats are all over the place. There's rats infesting the world, and you're just trying to escape the Inquisition while trying to deal with rats at the same time. And there's a whole storyline going on with like how your little brother is sick, and your little brother has some sort of like illness or something. There's something about his little brother, about the little brother who is ill, that the Inquisition want him, and for whatever reasons, and for stuff I'm not going to say, but they want him. So you're trying to escape the Resistance while trying to navigate through France, sort of thing, because you're in France, and like I said, deal with this plague that's going on at the same time. So yeah, it's and like I said, the story goes places. The ending is bonkers. The ending is genuinely, what the hell is going on? It's bonkers, but it's really cool at the same time. And yeah, it's stunning game. Absolutely gorgeous game. It's so cool. And the amount of rats on screen, it's like that World War Z, where they have all them zombies piling up on each other and what have you.
Yeah,
it's that kind of stuff with rats. It's so cool. It's so cool. And yeah,
that?
I haven't got a clue.
Sheepdog looking at it.
Sheepdog looking at it, yeah. But yeah, it's a very cool game, that one. And like I say, I've played it start to finish on stream and thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it. It was fun. The final thing I'll mention is that Shocktober is finished. We have finished Shocktober. The last time I mentioned Shocktober stuff, I had played Dead by Daylight, so I've played 3 other games since then. I played Until Dawn. I think Until Dawn was the scariest of the lot. Now, Until Dawn, it's just lots of jump scares in it. Until Dawn is very good, though. You can tell Until Dawn is a very, very good game. Very story-based. Very kind of like you make decisions and it affects the entire game, and like what happens to certain characters, who lives, who dies, or what have you. And it's so like effective at like putting you on edge all the time. And like I said, there's a constant fear of a jump scare, and yet there's a jump scare coming, and it did work. It did work. Like I say, I think I feel like it.
Chicken tonight.
Okay, I feel like
got you both now.
I feel like it was going to be. It's probably the scariest one that I've played. I mean, because the next one I played after that 2 weeks ago was Alien Isolation. People speak very highly of Alien Isolation being a very scary game. I played for about between 3 and 4 hours, and I saw the alien once.
Yeah, I can't play that.
I saw the alien once. I was like, the thing that's more tense is the androids that are in there, the robots that are in there. That is like they're just creepy as hell. But I just enjoy just going around the 80s aesthetic kind of like ships that are in there. I was like, going, this is cool. And I was like, but like I say, I played for nearly 4 hours, and I saw the alien once, and I was like, okay, but
you never know where it is.
Well, that's the thing. You never know where it is. You hear noises and what have you, but I never see it again. I never saw it, and I saw it in a cutscene. I didn't see it roaming the actual ship. I think maybe I did once, and I just ran away. I went, okay, I'm just going to go away from you and just not come back this way. But yeah, it was fine. Overall, it wasn't too bad. And finally, last week I played Resident Evil 7, which again filled with jump scares and stuff, and it was effective. So Resident Evil 7's the first person one, and you have the house with the creepy family in it and all sorts of stuff going on. And yeah, that is also a very effective jump scare kind of game. But then again, at certain points, it just becomes a Resident Evil game, and it just becomes about managing your inventory and collecting certain keys for certain slots. Like you got to find all the free dog's head keys and stuff like this, and it's like, okay, so this is a Resident Evil game. This is a video game we're playing here because we need certain keys to get in certain doors and stuff like that. So that does take away the kind of like the atmospheric of it, but it's still a very effective horror game, and it was fun and enjoyable. And we'll return to horror next year for Shocktober, but that is probably that is enough horror games for me for a year.
Did you come up with a November gimmick, or did you bottle on the November?
The November gimmick was Cyberpunk Sheepdog, and that went out the window. So I'm just treading water right now, not knowing what we're doing. So.
Told you, games with mustaches in.
What, Mario? Just do a month Mario month.
That was one, wasn't it? You had a Mario Maker, Mario Odyssey, and then you could have just found some other mustaches.
I mean, it was a 3D All Stars game came out about a month ago, so we can rinse all of that.
Could have been Mario Vember.
Yeah, Mario Vember. Yeah, maybe. Not a bad idea.
It's not too late.
Yeah, I mean, I'm starting tomorrow. Sorry.
You sound convinced.
I know. I've been at a loss of what I'm playing tomorrow on stream. So there you go. Maybe.
Football Manager that actually has Movember in it.
Oh, interesting.
Then you have to grow a moustache.
Yeah, that's not happening. All of my emotes have a character with a moustache. So there you go. Anyway, that is all I've played.
You should grow one.
Yeah, I know. That is, and obviously I did do Raid Shadow Legends like the rest of you.
Hey,
twice. I did it twice.
Link in the description.
I did it twice, Kev, because
good boy.
I did it on my phone, and it said that it won't come up with your name on the stream if you don't do it. I was like, well, I've got to do it now, haven't I? I had to do it, and I was like, okay, did it on me, download it on my PC as well. There you go.
A good boy,
I did
Pab.
it. But that's your lot.
You're a good boy. You've earned your wages this month.
I know.
Right, boys and girls, we'll wrap it up there then. That was the episode 400 special. Here's to 400 more over the course of the next 400 days. We're going to do daily... We're not doing daily podcasts. Imagine what kind of idiot would do a daily podcast. But if you do want to keep up to date with when episode 401 comes out, because who knows? It might be next week. It might not. We just don't know. Best thing to do, follow us on Twitter at MGUK Podcast. Or you can follow me everywhere at Lelujo.
You can follow me at RB6K.
I'm Miss Lelujo.
And I'm Pab1986 on Twitter and Twitch.
Hooray! See you next week, boys and girls.
Thanks for listening, folks.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, folks.
This has all gone wrong.
Yeah.
I forgot what I said, so I said Pab's right. Have a good week.
There we go.